Okay, forgive the sunglasses, but it is so bright that I can barely see if I take them off, so I'm going to do this with sunglasses on. But there's the no sunglasses first up before I put them on so I can see. So I am at Tauhara Centre and just finished a 5-day retreat with Shiva, which has been amazing, right off the back of Wanderlust. And because I'm here, I just wanted to speak a little bit about the retreat, the 7-day retreat that I'm going to be leading here at Tauhara in May with Ben Ralston. I did my teacher training with Shiva, and that was 5 or 6 years ago, and it has been so incredible to come back and just drink from the source again in terms of the way that she's teaching, what it is that she's teaching, what's behind it, where it comes from, the lineage, the roots, all of it. And I feel like it's really anchored my own teaching, and that's really been the theme of the last week for me, is Muladhara, the root chakra. Coming home to oneself, coming home to tribe, to family, to one's ground, one's sense of ground. So on this particular retreat, the Heart of Freedom that I'm leading with Ben in May, the Heart of Freedom is about unwinding the ties that bind. And when we step onto our yoga mat and start to practice, we get into our body, and when we get into our body, into the tightness, we're not just connecting with what's going on the physical level, we're also connecting with what's going on in the mental and emotional level. And so often emotion will come up on the mat. So I keep adjusting as we go, but that's all right. That's life, right? Constant adjustment. Things come up, and often when we're doing yoga, these things will come up and we don't really know what to do with them. For example, like maybe we lost someone dear to us 5, 10, 15 years ago. And when we get on the yoga mat, there's a lot of grief that comes up, and there's a sense of, man, will I ever be over this, or will I ever be at peace with this? And so the work that Ben does, he is a medicine man, shaman, counsellor, healer, trauma specialist. And the work that he does just integrates with what I'm doing with the yoga in terms of helping people to open up and to release these frozen emotions, and to have insights and understandings about the fears and limiting beliefs that might be holding them back in their life. But then Ben is there to support and really help people in the afternoon in group work, which will be incredible, to understand, release, heal, let go of those things that have been brought up on the yoga mat. It won't just be Ben and I there too. My friend Helen, who's amazing, will be there to hold the space. We've got Franco, he's coming too, to work some of his magic with sound, which will be incredible. And I have to say, like, the more people that actually sign up for this retreat, the more of my friends that I'm going to be drawing in with their specific skill sets to hold the space, so that we get a whole tribe of us coming here, people who are ready to deeply connect to their hearts, to connect into their dharma or purpose in life, and to understand when things like anxiety and depression and grief, when these things arise, what's actually going on, and how we can use our yoga practice in order to release and heal them in conjunction with the other work that Ben's going to be doing. So I'm really excited. I mean, this is the way that I love to work. It's the way that I've been working with myself for a long time. And now, having done the Chakra Vinyasa module again, it's the second time I've done it with Shiva, it's really helped me to ground into the power of working through the chakras in terms of, Muladhara, like, how does it show up in our lives? What is that all about? How does it manifest in our body when Muladhara is blocked, or when it's excessive, or what's happening? And so it's going to be a multi-layered retreat. Like, there's so much I could go into right now. Like, I've just all these understandings and insights. But we will be using the lens of the chakra in order to better understand our mental and emotional selves. And we're looking at our lives and our bodies, which is basically the manifestation of our mental, emotional selves, and how all these things show up. And then the work that Ben's going to be doing in the afternoon is the undoing, really, the undoing, so that we come into the Heart of Freedom. So I invite you to join us. Come play, come experience the magic of yoga. You do not have to be a professional yogi. You do not have to have even done yoga before. The way that I teach is very welcoming for beginners. I teach in stages, or krama, so that everybody has an entry point. Everybody is met where they are. So you may never have done yoga before, and this retreat will be amazing for you. You may have been doing yoga for 20 years. This retreat will be amazing for you because there will be so many other layers and so many other things that will add richness to your experience of yoga. Yeah, come join us. It's going to be fabulous. Email me if you have any questions, if there's anything in particular that you would like to know. And next early bird ends on February 28th. So please get in touch and pay your deposit before then, and you can secure that price. We're probably looking at around 30 or 40 people for this retreat. Sheba had 80. There were 80 people here on this, and it blew me away. She fit 80 people in the room in a mandala. We're probably looking at around 40, just to keep it more intimate, because the work that we're going to be doing is going to be of a more personal, deeper nature. And when we do get up to those numbers, we'll be bringing in other people to support. Okay, so whew, it's so bright. The sun, she's so bright, but ending with no sunglasses right now. I'm Kara-Leah. I'm co-facilitating Heart of Freedom with Ben Ralston, and I would dearly, dearly love to see you here if your heart is calling to come and join me and do some work with me.